Juvenile delinquency. Juvenile delinquency refers to the involvement of minors, typically under the age of 18, in criminal activities or behavior that violates the law. It is a significant social issue as a young individual who engage in delinquent behavior can face long-term consequences including involvement with the justice system, disrupted education, and social isolation. Different types of juvenile delinquency. Status offenses. Actions considered offenses only due to the youth's age, such as truancy or underage drinking. Delinquent acts like criminal behavior such as theft, vandalism, drug abuse, or assault. Violent crimes like acts involving harms or threats of harm to others, such as robbery, gang activity, or physical assault. Main causes of juvenile delinquency are family factors, where lack of supervision or abuse, neglect, or dysfunctional family environment might be there. Peer influences in association with peers involved in criminal activities. Socioeconomic factors like poverty, lack of education, unemployment, and limited access to resources. Psychological factors like mental health issues, substance abuse, and trauma. Environmental factors in living in high crime neighborhoods or exposure to media glorifying criminal behavior. Effects of juvenile delinquency like personal consequences which might lead to arrest, criminal records, and difficulties in education and employment. Social consequences might be increased involvement in the gangs, having broken communities and strained family relationship. Legal consequences they might face would be detention, probation, and future involvement in the criminal justice system. Statistics. In India, 2022 reported over 30,000 juvenile crimes, with Delhi ranking among the highest. Between 2013 and 2022, India recorded 340, 168 juvenile offences. United States, the number of juveniles held in detention facilities has dropped by 75% since 2000. Arrest rates for violent crimes among juveniles have declined significantly over the past 2 decades. The JJ Act 2015. The purpose of this particular act is to ensure the care, protection, and rehabilitation of children in conflict with the law and children in need of care and protection. It defines juvenile as individuals below 18 years of age, allows minor aged 16 to 18 to be tried as adult for heinous crimes, for example murder or rape, under certain circumstances. Establishes Juvenile Justice Board (JJB) and Child Welfare Communities (CWC) to handle cases involving juveniles. It also emphasizes the rehabilitation through counseling, skill training, and reintegration into societies of all the conflict. The role of social worker in addressing juvenile delinquency. Assessment and interventions. Social workers assess the underlying cause of delinquent behavior and create intervention plans. Counseling, providing one on one or group therapy for juveniles and their families to address emotional and psychological issues. Advocacy, advocating the rights and the needs of juvenile within the legal system, school, and social services. Case management, coordinating services and resources to assess juvenile and their families in rehabilitation and reintegration into the society. mentorship and support, offering guidance and emotional support at risk youth through mentoring programs, collaboration like working with the other professional including law enforcement, teachers and probation officers to address multifaceted needs of juveniles. Challenges faced by social working workers during this time period. High caseload, like managing a large number of cases with limited resources. Resistance from youth. Juveniles may be resistant to help due to stigma, distrust of authority, or previous negative experiences. Systematic barrier. Working within a legal and institutional system that may not always prioritize rehabilitation over punishment. Lack of resources, limited access to adequate rehabilitation programs, mental health services, and educational opportunities may cause lack of resources. Juvenile delinquency refers to illegal or antisocial behavior by minors, which can range from minor offenses to serious crimes. Understanding the cause and types of juvenile delinquency is always crucial, as it involves not only legal consequences but also underlying social, familial, and psychological issues. The juvenile justice system focuses on rehabilitation rather than punishment, aiming to help young offenders integrating into society. Addressing juvenile delinquency requires a collaborative approach, with social workers playing a vital role in supporting and guiding at risk youth towards the positive change. As also, the Juvenile Justice Act, Care and Protection of Children, aims to safeguard the rights and well being of the children who are either in conflict with the law or in the need of care and protection. Its purpose is to promote rehabilitation and reintegration instead of punitive action in child-friendly environment. This act particularly intend to deliver justice that prioritizes the best interest of every child, offering hope and guidance rather than condemnation. The juvenile justice system focuses on rehabilitation rather than punishment, aiming to help young offenders integrating into society. Addressing juvenile delinquency requires a collaborative approach, with social workers playing a vital role in supporting and guiding at risk youth towards the positive change.